I got a resupply box here at the Best Western I'm staying at. And look at what my girlfriend did. She just did an excellent job here. Obviously, my logo and painted stuff on there. And then a little sleepy rabbit next to what appear to be Lupin. And a little painted mountain scene. And finally, the big lizard. I was looking behind the counter when I got up to the hotel, and I saw the lizard on the stack of boxes, and I was like, "Oh, a lizard!" And then I saw my name next to it, and I'm like, "Hey!" So it really made it stand out, and really put a smile on my face. So that's super nice of her. Well, it's about 4:45, I think. Got up early and I'm leaving Cajon Junction. And there's the McDonald's that I first stopped at on the way into town. I'm going to stop there again. So apparently this McDonald's opens at 5, and it'll take me about 15-20 minutes to get over there. I'm going to sit down and have a little breakfast before I get out on the trail. Well, that was a circuitous route. Under the overpass, under the bridge trestle, trains going by. Kind of interesting, but I'm finally back on trail. And for the next couple days, it's going to be uphill. In fact, reliable water is not until, for another like 30 miles. So it's 28 miles to Highway 2, where I'm gonna hitch into Wrightwood, or get a ride somehow into Wrightwood and stay there a night, because I have to resupply at a grocery store there. There wasn't really any grocery store here to resupply at, and that'll get me on the next leg on there. But no reliable water, and over the next 2 days I think we have something like 7,000 feet of elevation gain, ultimately get up to like 8,200 feet, and that's gonna be a lot of climbing. So hence the reason to get out here early and start doing the climbing while it's cool and use less water. If you do it in the heat of the day, you end up burning more water. So pretty good. Well, town was good. Got rested up, got some food, and got some chores done. Fixed my pouch up a little bit more. Ordered a new one due to the fire. And I replaced the mesh backing on my Z-Packs Arc Haul, and it seems to fit a little bit better. It's a little bit different style that they sent me, so I'm hoping maybe it'll work a little bit better. At least it won't have the wear that the straps did on the other mesh backing. So hopefully by modifying a few things, packing a little differently, I tried to remove a few things. I'm hoping that the squeaking of the backpack goes away, because that gets real annoying real quick. But had my egg McMuffin and hash browns and some orange juice for breakfast, so you can't argue with a hot breakfast to start out your hike. So things are looking up there. Oh, and since I have to do a full water carry, I'm carrying almost 5 liters. It was real nice. The Z-Packs little plastic bottle holders that I had, 100% of those have broken. So those are useless. I'm not going to be trying those out anymore. But Chrissy sewed me my own little bottle holder. So my girlfriend's got skills. So that's good timing, because carrying all the water bottles in my pouch was in my back mesh pouch was not working so well, because it's already full of other things. So good timing. Thanks. I have been hiking in fog all morning. The clouds kind of rolled on in and gave me some, I guess, nice sun cover. But it's kind of damp and cold. Well, it took about 9 miles and 1,700 feet of elevation gain, but I hiked out of the clouds. The nice part is those 9 miles were nice and cool. So I haven't felt the need to have a single drop of water this entire time. So that's nice in a dry stretch. It's nice to see the sun though again. The lizards are coming out. Apparently they didn't like the cold fog. This looks like the poodle dog bush I've been hearing so much about, which is don't touch. Apparently it is worse than poison oak. It's got like little micro thorns or something that get in your skin and release chemicals that can cause you problems for weeks. So I'll be staying away from that. I made really good time today since I got out early. I was planning on doing 14.4 miles today, and considering it's mostly uphill, I thought that'd probably be a good goal for the day, but it's a little after 11:30 and I made it to 14.4 miles. So I think this is a good spot to stop and have some lunch and then kind of figure out where I can go next. So the farther I make it today, the less I need to go to get to Wrightwood and resupply tomorrow. So good news. Well, that'll wake you up. Boy, he's really buzzing. Oh, are you done now? Okay. So will he move on so I can move on, or what? Apparently not. He's really being noisy. Well, that was certainly fun. He wouldn't stop rattling and I couldn't find him, so I ended up kind of peeking around. I threw some rocks over there hoping he'd go away, but he just kept rattling for like 5 minutes, and finally I kind of peeked around, and near as I could tell he was in a bush up the hill, but I couldn't see him, so I had no idea where he was. He was hiding somewhere and rattling away. So finally kind of just snuck around the bushes as well as I could. I was on the edge of a cliff, so there was no way to like give him a wide berth or go uphill from him. Too. Fun. There's Wrightwood down there. Looks like the freeway coming into it. Well, I made it 19.9 miles, so almost 20 today. It's only a little after 3:30, but I reached a spot that had some campsites, and I said I'd evaluate there if I wanted to continue to go on and go to Guffey Campground, which is another 2.7 miles. And no, my legs aren't feeling it. Since 19 of those miles were uphill, it was an all uphill day, my legs are done. I think it's time to stop. I pitched my tent already, and I am going to sit down now and have some food and get some water. Luckily I brought 5 liters up with me. I saw a couple people that were trying to push on to Wrightwood today because they didn't bring enough water. I think they tried to rely on the water cache, and that bit them, so they're down to just a small amount of water, so it's going to be tough for them to dry camp tonight. But I have 3 liters still, so that should do me just fine. I can drink 2 liters, and 1 liter should be fine for me in the morning. So that worked out. Okay, time to eat. Wow, it got chilly last night quick. I was standing in the sun as long as I could before I retreated to my tent, and made good time yesterday, so that was good. But woo, got down to 34 degrees. So I was pretty warm all night up until about 4 or 5 is when you get peak coldness, and of course that's when your body temperature around 3 to 4 is typically when, if you've been sleeping, it starts dropping, and so it all comes together. But tough to get up in the morning and get moving. But today I'm not arguing with the hills that I'm starting out with, because I'll take anything that'll warm me up that I can, because it's still chilly. I'm walking into some more clouds here, which is cool, but the problem is it's also cool. Make that cold. So keep on going down the trail. Probably got about 7 miles to go to Highway 2, and then I'll try to get a hitch into Wrightwood, and that should be a good time to get some lunch. Well, only a half mile to Highway 2. It's been a chilly morning with some snow traversals and everything. I think they're prepping me for Baden-Powell. But the nice part is I've had like 1 drink of water, so my water lasted me this 28 miles because it's been cool, which is nice. And as you can see back here, it's starting to get prettier as the clouds go away. Should be a nice day. People lately have told me, I'm an employee here, why do they treat me that way? Well, I picked a good day to come to town. It hailed today, it rained today, and I'm glad I got to be inside when that was happening. Well, technically I got to be outside because I had to run some of my errands, go to the grocery store, hit the post office, etc., etc. But my sun umbrella doubles as a rain umbrella. Who knew? So that was rather helpful. But good day to be in. I checked the weather tomorrow and should be cloudy and clear and not too hot, so probably about as good as it's going to get to Summit Baden-Powell, and hopefully that goes well.